like it wasn't planned. Maybe it wasn't. No introduction, just a glance held longer than polite timing allows. The chair you chose didn't belong to you, but you stayed anyway, as if the room would adjust around it. Your drink arrived late, unimportant, just something to hold while the moment formed. Not every meeting needs a reason. This is a stranger table, shared space, unwritten rules, distance doing strange things. This is a stranger table where silence carries weight and names feel unnecessary. You lean back slightly, testing the line between presence and intrusion. A small smile, quick, controlled, like you weren't offering it, just letting it pass through. The music shifted, barely noticeable, but enough to mark time without announcing it. This is a stranger table, no past to explain, no future implied, no expectations attached. Just two people holding the same moment from opposite sides. Stay or don't. It changes nothing. You didn't ask, you just stayed. The empty chair beside you lost its purpose. at the table once, not a signal, just a habit that carried meaning anyway. Some presence feels intentional, even when it isn't explained. This is second seat, shared silence, quiet rhythm, nothing forced into place. This is second seat, where closeness builds slowly without needing a reason. Your eyes met mine briefly, not searching, just confirming that neither of us planned to leave yet. A glass shifted, sound small, but enough to mark how still everything else was. This is second seat, no story required, no questions asked, no answers expected. Just a moment held steady between two people who didn't need more.
We stayed. That was enough. It wasn't meant to last. That's why it did. You moved past my table like it was nothing, just another path through a crowded room. But your eyes paused half a second longer. Then movement allows, that was enough to change direction. The band played on, unaware. Something had shifted without a sound. Some moments don't repeat themselves, they expand. This is a passing look, brief contact, quiet signal, everything in flight. This is a passing look, where timing decides. adjusting position like it happened naturally. Your hand rested lightly, no urgency, no performance, just enough to stay in reach. A reflection caught us both, not together, but not separate either. This is a passing look, no introduction, no explanation, no clear direction. Just a moment stretching longer than it should, and refusing to disappear. Keep walking. Or don't. Nothing was offered, nothing was refused. You placed your glass down exactly where mine had been, not copying, just aligning. The room shifted around, that detail small, almost invisible, but enough to redraw how things were happening. Your posture stayed relaxed, not inviting, not closing off, just present in a way that carried weight. Some connections don't announce themselves. This is a quiet exchange, subtle shifts, shared timing, everything understood sideways. This is a quiet exchange where meaning settles in without asking permission. You spoke once, low, measured, as if the sentence only existed for that moment. Your hand moved briefly, then stopped, not hesitation, just control. A note from the band lingered, stretching longer than expected, like it knew what was happening. This is a quiet exchange, no pressure, no display, no need to define it, just alignment forming between 2 points.
like that. We weren't early, we just stayed longer. The room thinned out slowly, chairs left behind like unfinished thoughts. You checked the clock once, not to leave, just to confirm how much had slipped by without notice. Your voice dropped a tone, not softer, just closer to things actually land. Some moments don't belong to anyone. This is borrowed time, extended seconds, unclaimed space, nothing tied down. This is borrowed time where staying feels natural and leaving feels unnecessary. You shifted your seat, facing me now. No explanation needed. A glass rolled slightly, caught just before falling, like the night itself refused to break. Your eyes held steady, not asking, not avoiding, just there. This is borrowed time, no ownership, no plans, no need to name it, just something unfolding outside of schedule and beyond intention. We'll give it back later. Not now.
You almost said it. Then you didn't. Your mouth opened slightly, then stopped, like the thought changed shape before becoming sound. I noticed the pause, how it stretched just long enough to matter. The music carried on, filling the space you chose to leave empty. said things where meaning builds quietly without needing a voice. You looked away briefly, not avoiding, just placing distance between thought and action. Your fingers tapped once, then rested, decision made without announcement. Something passed between us, clear enough to feel impossible to repeat. These are unsaid things, no clarity forced, no answers required, no need to define, just understanding forming in the space words never reach. Leave it there. It works better that way. Not everything needs to be clear to be real. The room blurred at the edges, lights stretching slightly like they'd given up on precision. You stayed where you were, not adjusting, letting everything soften around you instead. Your outline held steady while the rest drifted. That contrast said enough. Sharp lines aren't always the truth. This is out of focus. Soft edges, uncertain shapes, nothing forced into detail. This is out of focus, where feeling comes first and clarity arrives too late. You moved once slow enough to stay inside the blur, not breaking it. A reflection passed across your face unclaimed, just another layer of something unfinished. The sound shifted slightly, like the room was breathing differently now. This is out of focus, no sharp answers, no face that refuses precision. Don't fix it, it's better like this. It didn't happen then, it stayed and changed. The glass caught your image a second after you moved, like the room needed time to keep up with you. You noticed it, paused just enough to see yourself from a different angle. That delay felt honest, not staged, not controlled, just real. Some moments arrive late on purpose. This is late reflection, shifted timing, double meaning, nothing immediate. This is late reflection, where understanding forms after everything already passed. You lean closer to something that wasn't there anymore, tracking the trace instead of the source. Your expression stayed steady, not searching, just recognizing what had already happened. The room held that pause like it didn't want to interrupt it. This is late reflection, no instant clarity, no direct answers, no straight lines, just a moment echoing after it's gone and settling where it chooses. Look again. We didn't plan it, that made it honest.
You sat beside me like the space already belonged to both of us. No hesitation, no adjustment, just a presence that fit too easily to question. The room kept moving, people passing, but none of it reached us. Some connections don't ask for permission. This is brief company, shared air, quiet alignment, nothing overplayed. This is brief company, where time narrows and everything else falls out of frame. You spoke once, low, direct, as if the words were only meant to exist there. Your shoulders stayed close, not touching, but near enough to change the distance between everything else. This is brief company, no history needed, no future implied, no weight attached, just two people holding the same second before it lets go. It was enough. You know that. You don't need the center to be seen. A narrow beam cut across your face, catching only part of you. The rest stayed hidden by choice, not shadow. You didn't move into it, didn't adjust, just let that partial glow define the moment. It made everything sharper without revealing too much. Half seen can be stronger than whole. This is sidelight, angled presence, measured exposure, nothing fully shown.
This is sidelight, where what's missing carries more weight than what's clear. You turn slightly, not enough to change it, just enough to shift the balance. A line of brightness traced your expression briefly, then slipped away like it was never meant to stay. The room stayed quiet, as if it understood not to interfere. This is sidelight, controlled reveal, quiet restraint, no need for full clarity. Just a moment held in a fraction of you that says more than the rest. Come by. Stay there. That's enough.
Nothing happened. That's what made it stay. The space between actions held more weight than anything we did. You didn't reach, didn't speak, just stayed present in a way that felt deliberate. A quiet stretch of time expanded unnoticed by everyone else, but impossible to ignore. Not every connection needs movement. This is between moments held still, uninterrupted, nothing pushed forward. This is between moments where meaning settles without needing direction. Shifted your gaze slightly, not searching, just adjusting to what was already there. A faint sound passed through, barely enough to break the silence. But it didn't. Everything stayed intact, exactly as it was. This is between moments, no urgency. haven't finished. That's where it works. Everyone left. We didn't. Chairs were stacked in the distance, music reduced to memory, lights softer now, like the place itself was winding down. You stayed across from me, not out of habit, out of choice. The air felt different, less crowded, more honest. Endings reveal what beginnings hide. This is last table, slightly, watching everything settle. No rush to move, no reason to explain. A distant sound faded out, leaving only what remained between us, clear, uncomplicated. Not yet. It wasn't the night anymore. It was what came after. The place changed its shape once the noise disappeared. No rhythm guiding anything, just stillness settling into every corner. You remained where you were, not waiting, not deciding, just present in a way that felt complete. Some moments exist beyond time. This is after hours, no structure, no sequence, nothing continuing. This is after hours, where everything that mattered already happened without needing to repeat. You stood slowly, not to leave, just to shift how things ended. No words exchanged, no gestures required, just a final alignment that didn't need confirmation. The space held it briefly, then let it pass. This is after hours, no extension, no return, no extra moment added, just a quiet conclusion that closes itself without asking. That's it. No more. We don't go back, we just stop. The door stayed closed behind us, not locked, just no reason to open it again. Whatever held us there lost its place the moment we stepped away. No hesitation, no second thought, just a clean break from something that finished itself. Not everything needs to continue. This is no return, clear direction, final step, nothing left behind. This is no return, where the end stands firm the path already knew you. No glance over your shoulder, no trace of pause. The space we left closed quietly, as if it understood its part was done. Nothing followed, nothing needed to. This is no return, no echo, no replay, no lingering frame, just a complete ending that holds its ground and stays that way. Done exactly like it should be.